Wow. 30 times more likely to be predators. 30 times more likely to be sexual predators than men. They are more likely to be sexual predators in women's prisons and in men's prisons. You've gotten to see a few of the guards that I had to deal with. Michelle Decini, what's she in prison for? Sexual assault against inmates. And smuggling in pot. God, that was an easy place to get drugs if you want. About Sarah Nelson. What it all comes down to is that men are taught that they're not allowed to come forward. If you have money, how dare anybody look at you cross-eyed? But if you're broke, who gives a fuck? We've gotten to see how many thousands of crimes I've tried to turn in without a friend or family member. As a man, nobody cares. You just call me mentally ill and whatever crimes you committed are magically okay. That's not okay. Nobody cared who hurt me, and still nobody cares who hurts me. This is why I fight so hard for assisted termination of life for people like me. And all this time of being treated like I'm some sort of rapist or pedophile. How many people have come forward and accused me of being a rapist or a pedophile? How many? And how many accused me of doing it to them? See, that's your excuse. Once a girl starts pretending that she's being stalked, you guys pretend that he's a rapist and a child molester, and he must be. Oh, and you have to be extra afraid of the homeless. No, the most likely person to fucking rape you is your goddamn dad. Now, we've gotten to see how, yeah, here's one that's going to really fucking trip your trigger. One of these women's only sites claims that 99% of sexual assaults are perpetrated by men. 99%. That's not even close to being true. Thanks to TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook, we know that women, over 50% of the time in most cases, and over 70% of the time in many cases, are the perpetrators of physical violence. We also know that when it comes to sexual violence, many women are very mean when they feel rejected. Because women are taught that although no means no when she says it, it means maybe if a man says it. Now, this is not a translational issue. The word no is pretty fucking universal in the goddamn English language. How many of the women I know have told me that their sexual predator was a female? Quite a few. We've got Chloe Roma, whose sexual predator was a female. Jamie Curtis's first sexual predator wasn't her grandpa. It was her friend Samantha. For many of us, we're supposed to keep our mouth shut about our predators because somebody will get offended. How dare we speak up about a black predator because that's racist? How dare we speak up about a female predator because that's sexist, right? No, it's not. If a black man shoots a white woman in the head saying all lives matter, that black man is in the wrong, not that white woman. That doesn't mean that every single situation is like that. We make decisions based on the information that we have to hand. But the news media has become an entertainment outlet for women who played head games until they were in their 30s. And now they're single, mooching off of somebody else, and talking about how they did it all themselves, what a rotten person he is. Most of my sexual predators as an adult were female. But of course, boys are taught that it's not sexual assault if it happens to him. It's not sexual assault if it happens to a man. And if he is sexually assaulted, he better not say anything about it, because she'll turn it on him that fucking quick. Fuck. At least I got him to snap that time. That's right. We got this group claiming that 99% of all rapes and violent sexual offenses are committed by men. They're not. A man can literally be convicted based on a woman's opinion. Her and her friends are allowed to gaslight him, bully him, berate him, chastise him, and try to destroy his life. And although those things are illegal, he's a dude who's going to listen to him. Nobody gives a shit who commits crimes against me. It's only wrong if I do it back. Isn't that right? This is what makes us at-risk adults. We don't fucking matter. We're your go-to when you want somebody to blame. You always got to blame somebody, don't you? We've taught women and police officers they don't have to take responsibility for their own actions. We've also taught this to judges and lawyers. We also get to see how women are far more likely to be sexual predators, especially in a quote-unquote professional setting. Women are far more likely to think everything out before destroying somebody's life. Women are far more likely to research it. Woman wants to pretend she's been kidnapped? Well, research kidnappings. You want to kill your husband? Research how people have killed their husbands. How did people get away with it? Right? When a woman kills you, it is nearly always premeditated. When a man kills you, it's usually on accident. You come after a man with something, he fucking knocks you out. Finds you choking out the kids in the bathroom. Knocks you out. Or finds you trying to drown the kids in the bathtub. Knocks you out. We're taught that it's never okay for a man to hit a woman. And I say, it's always okay to defend yourself. Big difference there. Not all men are 6'4", 250 pounds of muscle. Not all girls are 4'8", 98 pounds. We got people spreading outright slander about sexual assault and sexual abuse. But it fits a sexist agenda. Women want us to provide everything and produce everything, and to get nothing in return. We're supposed to give everything to women. We are supposedly All horrible monsters that owe everything to women. Meanwhile, if men are such horrible rapey monsters, then why are we at 1.8% here in the United States? Women are less likely to be convicted. They're less likely to be arrested. They're more likely to get leniency. They're more likely, because when a girl turns on the tears, we're all supposed to feel sorry for her. %80 of the men in the United States aren't even on your fucking radar. You aren't interested in them unless, of course, you need something. You want to move out of some guy's house because he spent all of his money on you and now he's broke. That's when those 80% of men that you're not fucking interested in, you start calling them up. Oh, we can be friends again. I need help moving out of my dickhead's house. Holy shit. And of course, a woman is allowed to reword literally everything so that she can make herself out to be the victim. Police officers are pieces of shit everywhere, especially to the homeless, especially to the disabled, especially to men. She knows all she's got to do is pretend. Hell, a woman gets busted cheating, her friends will tell her to claim that he sexually assaulted her. Well, just pretend like he sexually assaulted you. Holy shit. Her male friends do the same thing. When it comes to sexual assault, men aren't allowed to come forward. We are chastised, criticized, berated, treated in such an inhumane fashion. But somehow it's magically okay, isn't it? It's okay socially for you to sexually assault men. It's okay socially for you to play victim when you don't get what you want. It's okay socially for you to physically assault a man over and over and over again because you didn't get what you wanted right when you wanted it. You get to see how many women have done horrible things to me because after bullshitting me and lying to me, they were embarrassed because they got busted bullshitting and lying to me. Oh, Sean, you're a horrible person. No, I'm not. Of course, when these guys want to bullshit me, and gals want to bullshit me in typing, want to bullshit me in private. No, ain't no private in this. You don't get privacy. You don't have the right to privacy. When it comes to children, the elderly, and the disabled in at-risk situations, you may expect no right to privacy. You simply don't have it. Even the law states that. Federal law, as well as most of the states of the Union. In the United States, a man can be convicted with zero evidence. See, we make special exceptions for sex crimes, right? For a sex crime, you don't have to have any evidence of the crime as long as it's against a male. If you claim that a man raped you, he can go to prison for the rest of his life because you pretended. But if a man has actual evidence, nobody's gonna fucking look at it because you played victim. You have no idea how many women I know who say they hope that their son doesn't end up with a woman like them. How much hope does that give you? Let's give you the example of Jennifer Lawrence. Most of the stuff she says would get a man chastised and run out if she said it. I take sexual assault very seriously because I am a survivor of sexual assault. I take physical assault very seriously because I am a physical assault. I take threats against my life and my friends and family's lives very seriously. But none of you give a shit who harms me. Not a goddamn one of you. Every one of you selfish pieces of shit shows that you're selfish pieces of shit. But you don't actually care about me as a human being. If people hurt me, it must be my fault. Because I was born with a penis. Well, guess what, women? I've been trying to get the fuck away from you my entire life. Women like my mom, women like my sister. No, I don't want to be around those kind of people. Those aren't good people. My little sister at least tries to be. She's not very good at it. But she at least tries to be. My mom's just manipulative as fuck. As far as sexual predators go, out of everyone I'm related to, my mom is probably the highest on the list of people you need to look out for. She also hates homosexuals, so she's not likely to be sexually predatory towards a woman. My mom hates Mexicans, and she hates men a lot. My dad hates black people. At least the last time I went up there, he didn't use the N-word anymore. I think he got the point. At least on that one little thing. Alright. Oh, I'm gonna have to switch these two out. Take me to the Tillamook Public Library. Not just any Sean's, but direct Sean's. Ugh. Anyway, y'all are cruel and stupid. And that's not my fault. We got a lot of ignorant people who like to pop up their opinions about shit they don't know a goddamn thing about. Didn't nobody make you a dummy? You were born that way, I suppose. I just went the wrong way down this lane. On the right side, it's just a parking lot. When it comes to sexual assault, we get to see that women are, well, 5 times more likely in a position of power to be sexual offenders. I've also found that they're a lot more likely to be financial offenders. While we teach men they need to man up and they need to bust their ass in order to provide, we teach women that they need to manipulate and twist and contort. It's about vying for power, the most power for the least effort. If all she's got to do is run her mouth, that's all she'll do.
Turn left onto North Main
We've taught
Street.
girls to do this. Nicole Jarrell is a therapist, a women's therapist. She went to school at Naropa University in Boulder, Colorado to be a therapist. She also sexually assaulted me with a friggin' carrot after being told no repeatedly. No, I am not going to let you shove a carrot up my backside. That is not okay. Then there's the young woman who, her first night out homeless, I'm helping her out. She doesn't want to sleep at my spot, which I'm completely fine with. But she wants to sleep close enough that if something happens, that she can scream for help. Well, all right, I was fine with that
Continue
too.
on North Main Street for 1 mile.
2 o'clock in the morning, I felt something in my trousers. Didn't know what the fuck it was. It was her hand. I didn't know that until I'd already tried to twist to get away from whatever rodent I had assumed it was, because I'm used to sleeping alone. I am not used to people trying to molest me in the middle of my sleep. Her wrist got stuck in my belt, and it broke. That's definitely something I would not have wanted to do if I'd have had my choice about it. But I didn't get to choose her actions or her inopportune time. When somebody is passed out, that's probably not the time to be touching them, especially down there. Scoots around my root cellar. There's been a lot of women who thought that was okay. Christine Moody sexually assaulted me once. Of course, what do you consider sexual assault? On paper, these things are all sexual assault. But in reality, you're just going to talk over a man. Oh, he should just be glad that he did it. Oh, just find a different one. If a man's into fucking people up the butt with a carrot, you say, oh, he's got violent sadistic tendencies. But if a woman literally does it, oh, you just need to, well, forget about her. There's another one, I'm sure. There's plenty of fish in the sea, blah, blah, blah. It ain't about fish in the sea. It's about being sexually fucking assaulted.
Turn left onto Stillwell Avenue, then turn right onto 2nd Street.
Thank you. There's a gentleman in a really big fucking truck. Well, a semi. And he let me go first, even though it's his turn.
Turn right onto 2nd Street, then your destination will be on the left. Take the next left.
When it comes to female predators, we tend to let them go over and over and over again, not caring how many lives they're allowed to destroy after that. There's a lot of female predators in my life because I'm easy to take advantage of and because I'm a nice fucking guy.
Take the next right onto 4th Street, then turn right onto Grove Avenue.
But you notice I'm not so nice anymore. No reason to be. No matter what people do to me, nobody's gonna give a shit. They're gonna tell me just to forget about it, just to let it go. Isn't that always your advice? Why don't you try to find out what the fuck is going on and how it fucking affects me? Instead of pretending that there are no fucking effects for a person's life when they're separated from their friends and family, when they're separated from their money, when they're separated from their loved ones, when they're separated from all their fucking resources and treated like they fucking deserved it because they told on predators who are harming them. Fuck this goddamn country and everyone in it. Assisted termination of life needs to be legal for men. And women need to learn how to wipe their own asses, do their own plumbing, do their own roofing, and build their own motherfucking houses. If all you know how to do is make shit pretty, you're fucking useless.